When I was sick with a fungal infection in my brain, one of the things I had to do was stop using my IV nutrition called TPN. If you're familiar with my GI issues and my ability to eat, you will know that I have chronic pancreatitis. With this condition, eating fat and protein really causes a lot of pain and agony for me. It causes my pancreas to become scarred and to become very irritated and inflamed. And I just develop a lot of pain and nausea and vomiting. With all that, the best method we have found was to do IV nutrition called TPN and then eat as much as I can by mouth, which is usually just some vegetables, a little bit of fruit. It's not very much of anything, but I largely sustain myself using the intravenous nutrition. After getting the fungal infection in my brain, I was not supposed to use the IV nutrition because the IV nutrition has a high amount of sugar in it, and that sugar is just going through my bloodstream, and one of the places it's going to is my brain. The biggest concern was that that sugar in the intravenous nutrition was going to be feeding the fungus. It was going to be providing nutrition for the fungus and allowing the fungus to grow and multiply and make it harder to kill the fungus. So I was supposed to stay off the IV nutrition as much as possible. This was really, really difficult because, like I said, it's hard for me to eat fat and protein. I did my best. I ate soup and I just ate some vegetables and I did everything I could, but I just could not sustain myself with simply eating by mouth. It was too difficult. My doctor tried me just doing 1 day a week with the intravenous nutrition. I tried really hard for about the first month doing just 1 day a week, and that was really, really hard. After 1 month, and we were feeling good that this infection was dying off, I increased it to 2 days a week, and doing intravenous nutrition 2 days a week really helped. Oh, I went from, besides feeling like death from the fungal infection, feeling like death from malnutrition. Going 2 days a week with the intravenous nutrition really put me at my minimum for my protein and my fat intake, and it helped tremendously give me some energy and feel a little bit more human and help with the infection. During all this time, my blood was being monitored, so don't worry. My blood was fine. The protein levels were really on that threshold of being low, but my doctor said it's better that we kill the fungus, have a little bit lower proteins for a little bit, than to try to get my proteins a little bit higher. And then by doing that, the fungus will get more resilient, will grow, and it'll be harder to kill. So we kind of had to do this trade-off: kill the fungus, have low protein levels, or have higher protein levels and allow the fungus to live. After 2 months, on the second month when I was able to do the TPN for 2 times a week, I did a lot better. We did this for another month. So at 3 months of the fungal infection, then my doctor felt pretty confident the fungal infection had really gone down in intensity. I was not having nearly as many issues as what I was having. We were feeling pretty good about it. So we increased the IV nutrition to 4 days a week. 4 days a week, I was feeling fantastic. I was like, oh, nutrition. And I was not in excruciating pain because, mind you, during this time, I was trying to eat as much as I could by mouth. And I was just having a lot of issues with my pancreas. I was really sick and nauseous and bloated, and it was not very good. But doing the IV nutrition 4 days a week, I really could scale back how much I was eating by mouth. This was such a blessing. My pancreas was allowed to rest. This helped my health just tremendously by allowing my pancreas to rest. And really after that time, since the fungal infection was at such a state that it was really minimal, my doctor said I resume my TPN. So right now I am on my full TPN again. I'm doing my TPN as always, and I'm only eating a little bit in my mouth. And this is really helping because I was having just a lot of issues. Don't want to go into all my issues, but I was having a lot of GI issues, and they weren't pleasant. Just say that. And since I've been able to lower the amount of food I've been able to eat, my GI issues have really calmed down a lot. Praise the Lord for that. And my nutrition has gone back. My proteins are all well within the normal level. My fat content and everything is really great, as everything's looking great, and my fungal infection more or less has cleared. I'm still doing a couple more weeks of the antifungal at the moment, simply because, remember, with the fungus, once you are cleared from the infection, you need to go 2 more weeks with taking antifungal medication, because you want to make sure the fungus is actually cleared. Remember, even though you don't have symptoms, you can still have an infection. If you have bacteria, remember, they're like, always take all the antibiotics, because even though you're feeling great, it still might be lingering. The same with this fungus. Even though I'm no longer having any symptoms, hooray! We want to make sure this fungus is killed. Make sure it's dead, and doesn't return. So I'm on a couple more weeks, and I hope in a couple weeks, when I'm done with my treatment, I'll give you a final update on everything. But that's how my eating is going right now. I'm back on full TPN, and everything is better. My GI tract is better. My pancreas, the pain is very minimal now. I'm able to just go back to what I can tolerate eating without forcing myself to eat until I'm sick, which I was having to do before, and everything is good and grand and dandy. So thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe down below. Please also remember to comment and share. It really helps my YouTube channel. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful week. Bye-bye.